It's the Kyle Hyman Show on Redeemer Radio.
I'm excited about today's game. I've been building up. We've got Tim Glimkowski, Nicole Rudolph, and Bernadette Becker here to play with us. I'm excited. This is like I'm combining Advent and Catholicism and secular. I think this is what we're called to do as Catholics, to combine these things, right? And so I'm doing this. You know about Elf on a Shelf, right?
Yeah.
So there was a meme that I saw going around.
Okay.
And it said, "You've heard of Elf on a Shelf. Now get ready for," and then there'd be a picture, an image. And so the first one I saw was Sylvester Stallone standing at a church podium. So it says, "You've heard of Elf on a Shelf. Now get ready for," and it would be anybody?
Rocky at Mass?
No, Rambo at the Ambo.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh. Wow.
So there was another one, and this one I didn't get because I couldn't recognize who the woman inside this small vessel used at Mass for the water and wine. But it was Jennifer Love Hewitt in
With
a
the cruet. Yeah.
So this won't be a visual thing because that doesn't work on radio. So what I'll do is I'll describe the two things, and they will both rhyme. One will be Catholic and one will be secular.
This is amazing.
You'll
I'm
have
so
to
excited.
figure it out.
Yeah.
All right, are you ready?
Yes.
Let's go. You've heard of Elf on a Shelf, and you're playing as a team, by the way.
Okay.
You can work together here, brainstorm. You've heard of Elf on a Shelf. Now get ready for patron saint of ecologists nickname on a pirate's diving board.
Frank on a plank.
Frank on a plank is correct. All right. You've heard of Elf on a Shelf. Now get ready for founder of the Order of Poor Ladies on a piece of furniture for sitting.
Claire on a chair.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
All right. You've heard of Elf on a Shelf. Now get ready for the Bishop of Fort Wayne South Bend Diocese on the number of spiritual perfection in Bible symbolism.
Kevin on the sevens?
Yes. Very good. Bishop Kevin Rhodes. All right. You've heard of Elf on a Shelf. Now get ready for what the first disciples became on remains or impression of a prehistoric organism preserved in petrified form.
Apostles on fossils.
Yes. All right. You've heard of Elf on a Shelf. Now get ready for the name for Jesus that means anointed on a bank robbery.
Messiah?
No.
Emmanuel on...
No.
Ooh.
I think Emmanuel
Christ on.
Uh-huh.
Christ on a heist.
Yes.
Christ
Oh
on a
my
heist.
gosh.
All right. You've heard of Elf on a Shelf. Now get ready for the Blessed Mother on a passenger boat.
Mary on a ferry.
Sounds like a fun time.
Yeah.
All right. You've heard of Elf on a Shelf. Now get ready for Bruce Springsteen on a symbol of Christianity. Bruce Springsteen has a nickname.
The boss on a cross.
Oh gosh.
It might be a little
A
sacrilegious.
little
huh?
sacrilegious there.
You've heard of Elf on a Shelf. Now get ready for the source and summit of the Catholic faith on the capital and largest city of Romania.
The Eucharist. Sorry, you go ahead.
No, Eucharist on Bucharest? Oh my gosh.
That is correct. All right, you've heard of Elf on a Shelf. Now get ready for the person in charge of a parish on a small wheel that can swivel in any direction.
Pastor.
Uh-huh.
On a caster.
Yes. You've heard of Elf on a Shelf. Now get ready for an assistant to the priest who can say homilies on a light set as a warning or signal.
Deacon on a beacon.
There you
Yeah.
go. You've heard of Elf on a Shelf. Now get ready for a long strip of fabric worn by a priest on a net used in soccer.
Stole in the goal on a goal.
I like the dead silence. And then, got it.
Yep.
All right, you've heard of Elf on a Shelf. Now get ready for substance used to color and or protect things on a person in heaven.
Paint on a saint.
All right, you've heard of Elf on a Shelf. Now get ready for a St. Thomas patron of politicians on the lower surface of a room.
More on the floor.
Oh, yeah.
St. Thomas More, patron saint of politicians. All right, you've heard of Elf on a Shelf. Now get ready for a saint who wrote much of the New Testament on a spherical play device.
Paul.
Uh-huh.
Spherical play device. Like a...
You're overthinking of it.
Am I? Nicole?
I'm thinking record. I'm thinking
Spherical, like on a
CD?
playground?
Sphere.
Like
Sphere.
a ball.
Ball.
Ball on a ball.
I couldn't bear to give you any hints on that one. All right. You've heard of Elf on a Shelf. Now get ready for our most recently deceased Pope, now saint, on a single eyeglass.
John Paul.
Uh-huh.
St. John Paul.
Yes.
On a spherical eyeglass.
On a single
Oh,
eyeglass.
that was the last one, sphere.
John Paul and a monocle.
Yes. Maybe a little bit of a
That's
stretch.
a bit of a stretch. Just like a slant rhyme.
And he had
Yeah,
to wear a
yeah.
monocle every day.
All right, you've heard of Elf on a Shelf. Now get ready for the name of Jesus' grandmother, according to tradition, on a kid's coloring tool.
And on a crayon.
Yes. And finally, you've heard of Elf on a Shelf. Now get ready for a nickname of the king between Saul and Solomon on a curling break in the water.
David on a wave.
A nickname of the king between Saul and Solomon.
Dave on a wave.
Dave on a wave.
That would be
Very
a surf
good. Yay, and everybody cheers.
Woo! So did we
Good
win?
job. So my question is this a game that we should continue throughout Advent? Let us know. You can email us, show@redeemerradio.com. You can call or text the Holy Cross College text line, 260-436-9598. Let us know if we should continue this throughout Advent. If you have any suggestions on the clues, so I don't have to come up with them myself.